My name is Joe, and I bought 5 acres of raw land in the high desert. I'm building an off grid homestead. And one of the most important things when living off grid is water. And today I'm going to talk about how I get my water. When I first arrived at my off grid property, I didn't have a pickup truck. I was still driving a little SUV. I was just buying 1 gallon jugs from Walmart or the supermarket. But that was only intended to last me until I found something better. Soon I found some water vending machines and kiosks. So I bought a couple of those 5 gallon jerry cans. And I was paying about 25 cents a gallon at that point. I was only using about 5 gallons a day for drinking water. I didn't have my animals yet. So that was holding me for a while. But it meant I had to head into town every couple days because I only had about 5-10 gallons at a time. So that used up a lot of gas. I started asking around a little bit. I knew that people who didn't have a well had to haul water. So that's what I had to do. Most people had water delivered. And they were happy to share their delivery company with me and tell me their prices. But I realized I'd need one of those large poly tanks. And those are about $1 a gallon. So a 2,000 gallon tank costs about $2,000. And to have the delivery person fill up a smaller tank is going to cost a lot of money in delivery fees. From what I hear, it's about $200 for 2,000 gallons with the delivery fee. So that's about 10 cents a gallon. Not bad, but I just didn't have the cash up front. Once I switched to driving a pickup truck, I went and bought a couple of barrels, as you can see here. Cost about 40 cents a gallon. I think it was $20 for this 50-gallon drum. It blocks the light, so I don't have to worry about algae. And it seems so far to be pretty UV resistant, so I'm pretty happy. It's just small, 50 gallons. I also bought an IBC tote, 330 gallons for about $160. So again, about 40 cents a gallon. But I could tell this isn't going to hold up very long. It's pretty thin plastic, and the Arizona sun is going to degrade it pretty quickly. So I painted it. I used a Krylon Fusion, and it doesn't seem to be peeling, but I think the paint will degrade in the sun as well. So a temporary solution. The IBC tote didn't have anything in it, I don't think, but I rinsed it a few times anyway, just to be sure. But these barrels had vinegar in them. I had to rinse them a few times. Nothing dangerous, but they smelled like vinegar for a week or two. But now they're perfect, so well worth the savings. Well, great. Now that I have something to hold water and a pickup to carry it all, I just needed a place to fill up. Finding it was actually a lot harder than I thought it would be. Everybody around here either has a well or they get delivery. Very few people haul their own water in their own trucks. I heard a few rumors that there were a few utility companies in the area. I also heard that towns and stuff will let you buy bulk water, usually through the fire department. But those towns are a little bit further away than I'd like to travel. Google really wasn't much help, and everybody I asked didn't know. So it took me a couple weeks to find an answer, but eventually I did. There are utility companies around here, and they have bulk water dispensers for you. And it's just a pipe sticking out of the ground with a few meters around it. I guess I can't blame people. It's really hard to see unless you know it's there. I asked at a local tavern, I said, is there some water utility around here? And they didn't know, but it was actually right behind the building. So I don't know, maybe they were messing with me. So now I fill up about twice a month. A full barrel of water weighs about 400 pounds, so I don't want to ruin the suspension on my truck by carrying too many. It's not that big of a truck. Everybody has their own meter. I just turn on my meter, hook up my hose, and fill my tanks. One day, I'd like to survive completely off of rainwater, but I'll have to build roofs to catch the rain for that first. Until then, this will hold me over, and it'll be a good backup for when I do start collecting rainwater.
I got this small little transfer pump. You can see brand name Drummond. I think that's the Harbor Freight brand. But many times I've had to take it apart and reset these fins. They get misaligned. And you can see there's just a little gasket here and some fins. And these can get moved out of place, so you just have to carefully reset them and retighten everything, and the pump will work again. There's also I don't know if you can see, there is a gasket here which can get moved. So sometimes you just have to reset that. A lot of them say they're self-priming, but don't you believe it. They all need to be primed and they won't work dry.
I use the pump to transfer the water from the barrels in my pickup into my IBC tote. Fortunately, I have a goat here to help me when I need. It takes a little bit of time, but not too much. One day I'll set up a permanent well pump and I won't have to do it by hand. Well, thanks for listening. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.